where the Pope John Lady Lions are taking on the Parsippany Redhawks. Hi, everyone. Mike Formasano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Second half action now starting up as number 2 will inbound for Parsippany. The Redhawks in pink jerseys with black skirts and pink socks for breast cancer awareness. Pope John in their white jerseys with blue numbers and Pope John across the front with white skirts, blue trim. And they're going right to left. Here is Brooke Fox down the sideline. It's 1-0 Parsippany on a goal 3 minutes into the contest. Here is Callie Hartnett moving in. Taylor Struble trying to get a shot off. We're going to have a corner. So Pope John able to get a corner very quickly. Now they'll actually inbound just on top of the crease. Brooke Fox. Fox looking for the center. Hartnett. The shot knocked down, and Parsippany will send it the other way. I have some further information on the New Jersey State Tournament for both field hockey and also girls volleyball, if you're interested. We'll give it to you in just a little bit. Pope John moving back to midfield. There's Brooke Fox with it. Fox off the ankle of number 16. Up the near sideline. Here's Brooke. Brooke dribbling it in. Trying to get toward the back line. And it's going to be Pope John ball. Brooke Fox with it right on the side of the crease. The semicircle. See it in orange. Just waiting on the referee's whistle. Pass back to Struble. Takes it. Blocked down by number 9 for Parsippany. And go Pope John direction. Here's Fox dribbling it in. Fox trying to center. Held by Hartnett. Struble with it. Struble with a left-hand lunge, and she gets called for it, and Parsippany will start out. Number 17 up the sideline. When we get a break, we'll give you the roster and all the other information. Third quarter just underway. 1-0 Parsippany leads on a goal 3 minutes in by number 1 for the Redhawks. Pope John has had some chances late first quarter and then right as the second quarter was about to end. I found some information about the Montclair-Kimberly matchup in the first round of the New Jersey State Tournament. It's 15 seeds, and Pope John is the 15th seed. They're taking on number 2 Montclair-Kimberly. So definitely a David versus Goliath, but Pope John has upset teams before. Again, we remember the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament and the Hunterdon Central upset. Here's number 4 with it. Trying to swipe it in. Knocked down. We have volleyball information as well. Soccer is not announced till tomorrow. The soccer matchups will be announced tomorrow for the New Jersey State Tournament. So side in for Parsippany Hills, number 16. Miss Fox goes out of bounds. And Parsippany Hills will take it again. Just underway here, third quarter. Pass back, blocked by Honig, Caitlin Honig. And it's going to go Parsippany's direction.
You're obstructing White.
Obstruction called on Pope John. And it will go back to Parsippany. 1-0 Redhawks lead over the Lady Lions, third quarter. Pass up. Intercepted by Hartnett, taken by number 4. Number 4, oh, Hartnett got it right on the knuckles. The stick came up from number 4, hit her right on the left knuckle. Looks to be okay. It's got a sting, though. Number 4 moving with it, the shot toward the goal. Right kick save by Evelyn Gerald. She got the pad on it. Great job. Now turn back around. Here is Struble. Smasher defending. Goes out of bounds. Wide right. Okay, so here's the information about girls volleyball. Pope John girls volleyball will play on Wednesday in the first round of the New Jersey State Tournament. They will be on the road as the 12 seed, and they are taking on the 5th seed, Paramus Catholic. So Paramus Catholic versus Pope John in the 5 versus 12 in volleyball. That's on Wednesday. On Tuesday, the field hockey team, November 4th, taking on Montclair Kimberly in the 2-15 matchup. Shot on goal. Gerald makes the save. It's loose right in front. And Pope John will take over. Good save by Gerald, and the Pope John defense clamping down there. So now to pass up. Again, as I said before, boys and girls soccer we will not find out till tomorrow. Those announcements will be made October 29th. Non-public football will be announced on November 2nd, so Sunday, after the homecoming against St. Thomas Aquinas. And our hope is to be there at all of the state tournament games, however many we can be at, for you on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. That's my hope. We'll see what happens. And then the hope after that is we go into the winter sports season. Ice hockey coming up. Great schedule for Pope John. Very excited about that. Boys and girls basketball. We welcome Coach Dan Whalen into the Pope John program as the new boys basketball coach. Girls basketball coach Peter Torres coming off a sectional final against Morris Catholic and an incredible overtime win in the semis. Mia Washington hitting an overtime winning shot to defeat Immaculate Heart. And in wrestling, when we look to add wrestling this season, I'm going to need somebody to help me with that because I don't know a lot about it, but I want to get it on the channel. And if we can find somebody to help me, then we'll do that. Those are the plans for the winter sports. So we'll see what happens. Parsippany setting up. It's a corner for the Red Hawks. 1-0 already. Parsippany leading. 8:23 to go in the third quarter. Pass out. Parsippany passes over to number 2. Struble racing in, trying to get that. It's blocked down in front. Pope John's got a piece of it. Hartnett trying to play it out. Callie Hartnett, like a golf club swing, all the way down the field. Now Weiss. Kendall Weiss. Over to Celentano. Gabby Celentano has had some really big goals this year. Spanstra up the near side. Anna Spanstra trying to work her way around, trying to dribble past number 17. Taken by number 2 for Parsippany. Here's Hartnett. My fault for, or my apologies for the Parsippany roster only having numbers. I had the goalie, Angelica Blair, but there were no numbers on the roster for Parsippany Hills, so I just had the names. So we'll just go with the numbers today because of that. Pope John possession. Spanstra doing some good work in there. All right, let's give you the lineup for Pope John. Number 1 is Julia Zawicki. 2, Taylor Struble. 3, Laura Sellis. 4, McGee Costello. 5, Ava Cunningham. 6, Callie Hartnett. 7 is Reese Van Benskoten. Shot in, knocked down by number 8, Anna Spanstra. Spanstra with the pass up to number 10, Caitlin Honig. There's number 9 on the roster, Vincenza Marucci. Julia Zawicki with it, number 1, racing up the field. She's got 2 wings, Van Benskoten and Celentano. Zawicki still racing in. Julia Zawicki right on top of the goal. The shot blocked down by Parsippany. But Pope John, I believe, is able to get a corner out of that. Great work by the freshman Julia Zawicki. Moving in toward the goal and eventually winding up on a corner. Clock, as you can see on the scoreboard in front of us, 6:15 to go, third quarter. Pope John trailing by 1. We'll pick up the roster in just a minute. Well, Celentano will play it in. Here we go. Pass up. Hartnett turned around, and the whistle goes over to Parsippany. Red Hawks clear it down the field. There's number 2 with it. Now in the far corner. Trying to center it. It's going to go out of bounds. I believe it'll be Pope John ball. I'll confirm that as they get closer. So it will be Pope John who sets up. Spanster with the pass over to the far wing. Trying to hit Van Benscoten on the far side. Reese fighting with a Parsippany player for it. It'll go over to Van Benscoten. Pass up the field. There's Celentano trying to get through the Parsippany defense. Gabby with it at the 40. And I believe it's going to be Parsippany ball. So we continue with the roster. We've got Gabby Celentano, number 12. Bryden Stellato, number 14. Molly Austin, number 15. Allison Bizzarro, number 16. 17, Olivia Zawicki. Number 19, Giada Reali. 20, Gianna Gregorio. 22, Brooke Fox. 23, Carlin Sainsbury. 24, Brooklyn Nunez. 26, Samantha Amelung. We saw her in the game earlier. The goalkeepers, number 33, Delaney Hartman. Number 99, Evelyn Gerald. As a player for Parsippany, number 8, tripped down by Molly Austin. And I think we're going to have maybe a corner, maybe it's a penalty shot. The referee's ruling on it right now. Well, number 8 was coming into the box from the far side, and Austin was down there. Well, it's going to be Pope John possession. Look at that. So Spanster will pass it out. So good defense by Molly Austin. Here's Zawicki, and she tried to race up past the defender and got stopped by the referee. So 3:33 to go in the third. There's your lottery number for tonight. Well, 3's on the board, except the score. 1-0. Parsippany leading over Pope John. Lady Lions with a game on Thursday against Wallkill Valley, that last home regular season game. One more road game after this at Morristown, 10 a.m. on Saturday. And then on Tuesday, November 4th, Election Day, it will be the first round of the New Jersey State Tournament. Pope John, the number 15 seed, taking on the number 2 seed, Montclair Kimberly. The Cougars hosting the Lady Lions in that first round matchup. Also, girls volleyball announced today. Girls volleyball, the 12 seed in the tournament. That's on Wednesday, November 5th, and they are playing Paramus Catholic. Here's number 4, Fox. Bumps her off the ball. It's still in bounds. 4 with it for Parsippany. Struble in there, and Redhawks will keep possession. Cleared out by Struble. Over the back line. Tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube, 4 p.m., we've got boys soccer. The Pope John Lions taking on the Montville Mustangs. 4 p.m. in a rematch of a game they played in mid-September. Montville winning 2-0 at Montville High School, and the Lions looking for payback. Pass in, centered. Cleared out by Spanstra. Goes to number 9 for Parsippany, stolen away by Pope John. There's Van Benscoten trying to move up the field. Good play by Reese. Working toward the far sideline now. Ball rolls out of bounds, off of Van Benscoten, and it'll be Parsippany ball. On Thursday, the Brunswick Bruins come in from Connecticut, just across the New York state line, to take on the Pope John Lions freshman football team. That's at 4 p.m. on Thursday, and we'll have that on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Then at the school after that, Friday, Halloween soccer. Pope John versus Morris Hills, 4 p.m. on Halloween at Pope John High School. And homecoming for the football team. The varsity football team taking on St. Thomas Aquinas from Edison. That is on Saturday at noon from Pope John High School. Next week, all the tournaments start up for the New Jersey State Tournament. We'll find out boys soccer and girls soccer tomorrow, and where they're ranked and where they'll play. Football, we will not find out until November 2nd. Pass back. Stopped by number 2. Pass to 4. 4. Blocked by Celentano. Good work by Gabby. Working on the back line, the left-hand lunge. It's going to be Pope John possession. Good play by Gabby Celentano. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. So Spancher will place it at the 16-yard line. Sends it up, intercepted by 16 for Parsippany. Good block by Struble. Whistle on the play. So a free hit for Pope John. There's Fox. Fox up to the midfield stripe. He'll stay with Pope John. 5 seconds to go. Clock winding down, and there is the buzzer for the end of the third quarter. Pope John and Parsippany. Score remains 1-0. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Parsippany High School in Parsippany, New Jersey, home of the Red Hawks, where a goal 3 minutes into the first quarter by number 1 for Parsippany has given them a 1-0 lead that has stood up until this point in time. Pope John Lady Lions will look to tie the game and maybe take the lead in the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens. Mike Formasano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Let's continue with the roster. We have number 12, Gabby Celentano. We'll pick it up from there. Number 14, Bryden Stellato. Number 15, Molly Austin. 16, Allison Bizzarro. 17, Olivia Zawicki. 19, Gianna Reale. Number 20, Gianna Gregorio. 22, Brooke Fox. Number 23, Carlin Sainsbury. 24, Brooklyn Nunez. 26, Samantha Amelung. The goalies, number 33, Delaney Hartman. Number 99, Evelyn Gerald. The president of the Catholic Academy in Sussex County is Mr. Daniel O'Keefe. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmering. The VP chaplain is Father John Calabro. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. The athletic trainers, Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. Site managers, Ben Perez. The head coach of the Pope John Lady Lions field hockey team is Kelsey Stefkovich. I'm Mike Formasano. We're here live at Parsippany High School, where the Red Hawks lead the Pope John Lady Lions by a score of 1-0. The sun just setting below the tree line, so the light's still not on here at Parsippany High School. We'll wait to see if they do come on. 15 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, so we may make it on dusk. So the sun really actually hasn't set. It's just below the tree line. Still enough light to see. Here's Parsippany going left to right in their pink jerseys, black shorts or skirts. I think they're shorts, actually. For the Lady Lions, they're white skirts with white uniforms, white jerseys. And Pope John across the front with blue numbers and white socks. Parsippany, I think, is wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All throughout October. So Parsippany will start up with it. Tomorrow, we will be back at home at Pope John High School. The boys soccer team taking on Montville, 4 p.m. here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Thursday, the freshman football team home to Brunswick from Connecticut, 4 p.m., also on the channel. On Friday, Halloween soccer from Pope John High School. It'll be Lions boys soccer team against Morris Hills, 4 p.m. at the high school. And then on Saturday, homecoming. The Pope John Lions varsity football team taking on the St. Thomas Aquinas from Edison. That's the last game of the regular season for Pope John varsity football. At this last freshman game, there may be another one on the schedule. Haven't seen yet if there are any others. And JV was supposed to play St. Thomas Aquinas, but I looked at the schedule today. It looks like it's canceled. So that was supposed to be on Monday, November 3rd. So unfortunately for the JV team, I think the season is over. If it is, it was a bittersweet ending for them yesterday. They got the tie out of St. Peter's Prep, but the Marauders coming back in the last 30 seconds of that matchup with a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And for the guy who was there, the St. Peter's fan, telling me to look back at the video, I did. It did not look like the two-point conversion was good. It looked like the save by the Parsippany goalie. Now a shot coming in by Honig, kicked out by Parsippany. I'll get back to that in just a second with the football. Pope John trying to send it on net. Two good saves by the Parsippany netminder. Oh, Parsippany will play it back up. Here's Hartnett. Callie Hartnett. Surrounded by 3 Red Hawk defenders. Here's Fox. Brooke Fox looking to center. Sends it up. Here's Celentano. Gabby Celentano trying to get a shot on goal. It'll be Pope John's shot. I think it'll be a corner. Yeah, real quick for that St. Peter's fan who said, take a look at the video. I did. The two-point conversion that the St. Peter's wide receiver had looked like he did not have full control of the ball as he got his feet down in the corner of the end zone. He did. He scraped the right foot, but it didn't seem like he had possession of the ball until the very next frame, and then he was able to bring it in. So that's just my opinion. But the referee ruled it a two-point conversion. Here's a shot in by Honig. Fox, now Struble, right in front. Saved by the goaltender. Sent in towards the goal, just wide right. Oh, Pope John coming oh so close to tying the score there. The ball went just wide of the right post. So Parsippany will set up on the 16-yard line. Golf hit. Blocked down. Pope John takes over. Here's Struble. Celentano. Pope John pushing for the tying goal. Down to Hartnett. Whistle. Pope John direction. Pope John's best chance of the game so far. Here is Callie Hartnett at the 21-yard line. Hartnett will start things up. Dribbles it back. Sends it forward. Shoots in. Honig. Celentano. The shot. Score! Gabby Celentano into the left corner of the net. And Pope John has tied the score. What a piece. The goal comes with 10:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. Gabby Celentano puts it into the left corner. And the Lady Lions have tied the match 1-1. What a goal for Celentano. Big lift me up for Pope John. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Pope John has tied the match with the Parsippany Redhawks at 1 with 10:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Parsippany High School in Parsippany, New Jersey, where the Pope John Lady Lions have tied the score with Parsippany 1 apiece. The goal coming with 10:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. Gabby Celentano putting it into the left corner of the net, and the Lady Lions are deadlocked at 1. We'll see what kind of momentum this presents for Pope John. Callie Hartnett in there stopping number 17 for Parsippany. Now, in Celentano's feet, blocked down. It'll go over to Parsippany. The Lady Lions want to lock down that 5th win of the season, and they have a golden opportunity to do so. Here comes number 2 for Parsippany. The shot wide. It's on the far corner. Gerald playing the post. Parsippany with it, trying to turn it back around. Defended down by Pope John. Locked up by Brooke Fox, so number 2 can't get a shot. Stellato trying to steal it away. And Pope John possession. And now the Lady Lions will move it up the field. Brooke Fox. Fox on the side. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Pope John possession. 10 minutes remaining as lights come on here at Parsippany High School. Stolen away by the Red Hawks. And Parsippany now with it. It's hit up. There is Weiss. Pope John possession. Infraction against Parsippany. So Weiss will start it up. Right at midfield. Parsippany ball. Clock down to 9:20 remaining. 4th quarter. A first quarter goal by Parsippany, number 1, assisted by number 2. And then Gabby Celentano answers in the 4th quarter, just a few minutes in, to tie the score at 1, and that's where we stand. Pass up by Austin, blocked down by Parsippany. Number 1 with it. Pope John possession, good play by Austin. Sends it up the field. Celentano, Gabby Celentano. On the far side, pass up to Van Benskoten. Reese trying to play it loose. And Parsippany will take over. There is Honig with it. Turned back around by Parsippany. Over the midfield line. Redhawks trying to move in. Number 2 with it. Stellato trying to get over to defend. Good steal by Weiss. Here's Fox up the near sideline. Brooke Fox got a defender on her. And it'll be Pope John ball. Fox can play it up. 7:55 to go, 4th quarter. Brooke Fox with a golf shot down the field. Comes back to the near side. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be Pope John possession. Here's Hartnett. Sends it all the way toward the back line. Number 12 going back to play it for Parsippany. It goes over the back line. And the Redhawks will start up with it. 7:25 remaining, 4th quarter. Sun is going down. The lights are coming on. Spotlight shining bright here on Parsippany High School. Here's Kendall Weiss. Sends it in toward the goal. Kicked out by Blair. Up the far sideline. Pope John trying to keep it in. Goes toward the right of the cage. Van Benskoten racing after it. Can't get there. And Parsippany will start up. 6:50 and counting. 4th quarter. If there's no goal after regulation, we'll go to overtime. Pope John has played in 2 overtimes this season. One against Lenape Valley. They lost 2-1. And one against Hunterdon Central. And they won that matchup in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament first round. 2-1. Here's Parsippany. So they're tied at 1 here with Parsippany. Number 4 racing up the sideline. Number 2 with it. Blocked down by Hartnett. And I believe it's going to be Pope John possession. No, it'll be Parsippany ball, but it'll be back at the 25. Number 11 passes it back. Shot in, blocked down by Celentano. Gabby coming on the near sideline. Celentano working the sideline, trying to get around the defense. Now over to Struble. Struble with the pass up. Nice tip by Van Benschoten. Reese Van Benschoten. Celentano with her. Reese moving into the near corner. Stops, turns around, tries to center. Hartnett with the shot. Blocked down. Struble after it, and Parsippany is able to clear. Now good block by Stellato. And it's going to go to Parsippany. Good shot all the way down the field, past Spanstra. Spanstra racing after it. Goes toward the sideline. Tries to move around the fence. Pope John possession. 5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Pope John and Parsippany deadlocked one apiece. Van Benschoten has it on the near side. Left-hand lunge. Trying to pass it up to Celentano. Gabby Celentano has room to work. Celentano on the near side. Two defenders on her. She stops. Looks to center. Takes a swipe at it. Now Fox. Blocked down by Parsippany and sent up the field to number 4. Spanstra on her. Anna Spanstra steals it away. Turns back around. Trip down. Whistle. And Spanstra will start up with it. Clock down to 4:15 remaining. Spanstra goes up the field. Celentano trying to steal it away. Good play by Celentano coming in. The shot. Saved by Blair. Oh, great shot by Celentano and the goalkeeper stopping it. And now Parsippany will start up with it. A great opportunity for Celentano, but an even better save by Blair. Clock down to 3:43 remaining. Fourth quarter. Number 17 starts up with it for Parsippany. Good block there by Fox. Around the side. Hartnett steals it. Back up to Fox. Here's Brooke Fox. Parsippany player loses her stick. Pope John ball. Fox can go with it. Fox with a swipe toward the back line. Goes over and out of play. 3:18 remaining. Parsippany will start back up. Good pressure by Pope John ever since Celentano scored the goal with 10:51 remaining. Now Struble blocks that. Pope John trying to move it up, pass into Celentano. Celentano shot in off of 16. Now Struble right in front. Whistle. And it's going to be a corner for Pope John. 2:48 and counting. Pope John will set up for a corner. It'll be Celentano shooting it up. Is he going to be? No, it's going to be a corner. I saw him moving to the middle of the field. I thought it was going to be a penalty shot for a second. No, Celentano should be passing it up from the back line. Here we go. Celentano back. Handled by Hartnett. Hartnett swings away. Gets it again. Hartnett trying to set it up. And it's against Pope John. Parsippany with possession. Blocked down. Here's Celentano. Gabby Celentano on her backhand. Now back to the forehand. Fox there on the line. Brooke Fox trying to center. And Parsippany will be able to clear. Possession to the Red Hawks. Minute 45 remaining. Blocked down. Celentano has it. Sends it across. It's right in front. Van Benschoten. Reese Van Benschoten. Shot in. Saved by Blair. The shot off the post. Oh, Reese Van Benschoten rings iron. Now on the near sideline. Callie Hartnett fighting for it. It's going to be Parsippany ball. Minute 16. Shot too high. Hartnett blocks it down. It's now Pope John possession. Reese Van Benschoten hit the left post. Would have given Pope John a 2-1 lead. Hartnett now with it. A minute remaining. Pass up. Blocked down by number 5 for Parsippany. Hartnett gets a piece of it. Spanstra. Pass over. And there is Cunningham, Ava Cunningham up to Hartnett. Callie Hartnett with it. Hartnett racing up the near side. Left-hand lunge, good play. Just didn't get to Celentano, but Fox has it. Fox over to Van Benskoten, sends it towards the goal. Kicked out by the goalkeeper. Up to number 17. Now Hartnett on her backhand. 26 seconds. The lunge ahead to Celentano. Gabby Celentano. It'll go over to Parsippany. Now to clear. And the horn. And that is the end of the fourth quarter. We will take a quick break and come on back for overtime. 1-1, Pope John and Parsippany here from Parsippany High School in Parsippany, New Jersey. The Lady Lions and the Red Hawks. We'll be back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.